Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
From the Grenadian capital, this is Network News for Thursday, April 17, 2025. Headlines: 27 cases completed with the closing of the January 2025 assizes. Health officials closely monitor the resurgence of measles in the United States. Grenada Coast Guard provides safety tips for the Easter weekend. Also in the news, regionally, Memorandum of Understanding to boost regional trade. Internationally, the White House ordered to halt mass deportations. Plus in the sports news, MOU for new pool soon to be signed, while Grenada to participate in the 2025 Carifta Games. Track team already departed. Swimmers set to travel at 9:30 tonight. We'll be back after these words.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. The January 2025 criminal assizes have come to a close, with just 27 of the 83 cases listed completed. The remaining 56 matters have been pushed to the next court session, scheduled to begin on April 28. The new session will open with 22 fresh cases, bringing the total number of matters for the April assizes to 78. More details in this report.
The remaining 56 matters have been pushed to the next court session, which begins on the 28th of April. That new session will open with 22 fresh cases, bringing the total number of matters for the April assizes to 78. One among the most high-profile matters expected to go to trial is the almost 4-year-old non-capital murder case involving Shainan Ambrose, a Guyanese national who resided in Seamoon, St. Andrew at the time of her arrest in October 2021. The then 24-year-old Ambrose made headlines after an alleged video confession of her admitting to poisoning her lover, Clifford Marshall, went viral on social media. In the video, she claimed that she acted after allegedly catching Marshall molesting her 3-year-old daughter. Marshall reportedly died from multiple organ failure, but authorities ordered a second autopsy after the video surfaced. Investigations revealed that Marshall had had a troubled past and was a convicted sex offender in the United Kingdom, where he'd served 6 years for offences against minors before being deported to Grenada. Ambrose, who was slapped with the murder charge about 4 months after Marshall's death, spent 2 weeks on remand at the Richmond Hill prison before securing bail for $100,000 with 2 sureties. She's being represented by attorney Jerry Edwin. Meanwhile, sexual offences continue to dominate Grenada's court lists, accounting for more than 60 of the 83 matters during the January session, which concluded on Wednesday. Another matter coming up for adjudication is the June 2024 arson case involving another female accused, Nakia Sandy of Tivoli St. Andrew. The next session of the criminal assizes is set to begin on the 28th of April. Tony Julian, GBN News.
Well, the Ministry of Health is closely monitoring the resurgence of measles in the United States, ensuring the placement of proactive measures to safeguard the health of Grenadians. Christina John tells us more.
Grenada remains measles-free with no reported cases. However, the Ministry of Health is not letting its guards down in light of the recent measles outbreak in the United States of America. As of today, there has been 3 confirmed deaths from ongoing measles outbreak in the U.S. Over 600 cases have been reported, mainly in the Southwest. According to reports, all deaths involve unvaccinated individuals. While Grenada has no current outbreak, measles could be imported by travelers. Backed by the Pan American Health Organization and the World Health Organization, the ministry emphasizes the importance of vaccination as the most effective defense against measles. Grenada has a long-standing history of successful immunization programs, but recent declines in vaccine coverage highlights the need for renewed efforts. The ministry urges parents to ensure that children receive all recommended vaccines and encourages adults to verify their vaccination status. In addition to vaccination, the ministry is enhancing surveillance systems and public education campaigns to address potential risks. The public is therefore advised to practice good hygiene, avoid close contact with individuals showing symptoms, and seek medical attention if measles exposure is suspected. Measles is an airborne disease that spreads through respiratory droplets. Symptoms typically appear within 7 to 14 days after exposure and include high fever, cough, runny nose, red eyes, and a distinctive rash that starts on the face and spreads across the body. Severe complications such as pneumonia and even death can occur, particularly in young children and individuals with weakened immune systems. Importantly, measles is classified as a potentially fatal illness, especially in unvaccinated populations, where mortality rates are higher due to a lack of immunity. According to medical practitioners, the measles, mumps, and rubella (MMR) vaccines is 93% effective with 1 dose and 97% effective with 2 doses. The last recorded case of measles in Grenada was in 1991, with no subsequent local transmission reported since then. The Caribbean region, including Grenada, was declared measles-free by the Pan American Health Organization in December 2024. Christina John, GBN News.
This story to report the construction of a new home for the Grenada Christian Academy is on track. Rena Pett Thomas has this update.
It has been 1 year and 2 weeks since the official sod-turning ceremony for the construction of a new school building for the Grenada Christian Academy. And according to site technician Cutrim McGilvery, the project remains on schedule. The state-of-the-art facility designed to provide students with a modern, spacious and climate-smart learning environment continues to take shape under the management of Beston Consulting Limited. In an on-site update, McGilvery reported that several key phases of the project have already been completed, and he outlined the next phase of construction.
In this area here, we have building 3. We have already casted the ground beams, and we are looking to remove the formwork and start backfilling so that we can prepare the ground floor slab, which will be poured in the next 2 weeks. And 2 is to the right-hand side. We have this whole area here, all the way back up to where we have the columns on them already casted. This is building 2, where we have 75% of the columns already casted. This area here, we have the conjunction of building 1 and 2. We have a seismic joint to separate the 2 buildings so that in case of any seismic activities, we don't have building 1 moving along with building 2. So it is a construction joint to separate the 2 buildings together. So building 1, we are preparing the first floor slab, which will be casted in the next 2 weeks. We have already casted the first floor slab on building 4N. So there's building 4N and building 4S. We have left out building 4S for now due to the fact that we want to leave the area open so that we could be able to access the other buildings during pouring and delivering materials.
McGilvery also revealed that more than 20 local men from the surrounding areas have been employed since the start of construction.
Currently have a maximum of 38 workers. We currently have maximum of 26 local workers. We try to employ a lot of locals so that we could be able to provide employment for them, like around the area, being as how they're close by. Currently, we are on schedule. We are on track. We have been experiencing a lot of good weather lately, so we're trying to maximize on production in that aspect.
With favorable weather conditions and no major setback anticipated, the $20 million project is on track to be completed by year-end. The completion of the new Grenada Christian Academy facility is expected to make a significant impact on the education sector, offering improved resources and an enhanced learning environment for current and future students. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
Elevate Her, a transformative initiative aimed at empowering women and girls through career mentorship, skills training, and leadership, has been officially launched. We get more from Christina John.
The program is a flagship initiative under the Ministry of Youth and Sport and aligns with government's Vision 75. The keynote address was delivered by guest speaker Anne-Marie Monterose, who emphasized the need for women to be go-getters. She stated that the future is not something we wait for, it is something we build together.
Ladies, elevate her participants. If you do not remember anything I say to you today, I want you to take away this one thing. Where you start does never define where you finish, but finishing depends on you. I always refer to life as a game of cards. Many of you play cards. You don't always get a winning hand. Sometimes you get the cards and you look at it and you say, I can't win with this. Do you give back the cards? Do you throw in the towel? No. You play those cards that were given to you to their full potential with the intention to win.
Acting Prime Minister Andy Williams said the program provides a bold step towards changing lives, creating opportunities and investing in the unlimited potential of young people.
Elevator is about empowerment. It is about real opportunities, skill training, job creation, and pathways to entrepreneurship that will light the way to sustainable success. When we equip our young women with the tools to strive, we are not only lifting individuals, but we are transforming families, strengthening communities, and building a nation that refuses to leave anyone behind.
Minister for Youth Honorable Delma Thomas emphasized the importance of creating spaces where young women can be nurtured, empowered, and celebrated.
For too long, the brilliant strength and potential of our women have been underestimated, overlooked, and underinvested in. But we are here to change that. Boldly, unapologetically, and prominently. Elevator is not about giving a hand out. It's about unlocking the power that already exists within our women. It's about ensuring that our girls grow up in a world leadership, innovation, and education and dignity are not dreams, they are expectations. We are creating safe spaces, building leadership pipelines, and opening doors that cannot be closed.
The first cohort of 200 participants includes unemployed women across Grenada who will benefit from hands-on training in the agriculture, health, and hospitality sectors for no more than 18 months. The official launch of Elevate Her was held at the Deluxe Cinema in Granville. Christina John, GBN News.
Coming up in Network News, Grenada Coast Guard provides safety tips for the Easter weekend. We'll talk about the tips after the break.
Take charge of your financial journey by switching to an Own Your Own loan at Ariza Credit Union. Ariza's Own Your Own loan is as unique as you are because we know one size fits all does not fit you. With Own Your Own loan, you get unmatched benefits including lower interest rates, flexible repayment options, discounted loan and legal fees, and savings from hardware suppliers. Tailor-made options that put you in control. Switch now and step into the life you were always meant to live with Ariza's Own Your Own loan. Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future. Call us today at 440-1759 or visit our website at arizacu.com.
Angie, don't you know that you should not fly kites near electrical poles and wires? You should only fly it in open areas. If the kite gets stuck, it can cause power outages throughout the village.
Then I'll just pull it down, Johnny. Simple?
No. You shouldn't do that. You can get shocked. You should call Grenlec at 237 and they will come and help.
Alright.
Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Attention all divers, snorkelers, and underwater enthusiasts. Effective May 15th, 2025, all visitors to the renowned Mullinair Underwater Sculpture Park will be required to pay a small fee of US $3.50 or EC $10 per person. These fees are essential to support the ongoing maintenance and repairs of the sculptures, as well as the development of new features to ensure the park remains a world-class attraction. Payment can be made through the Grenada Tourism Authority's online payment portal, available on the Pure Grenada website, www.puregrenada.com. We thank you for your support in enhancing this extraordinary underwater product. This announcement is brought to you by the Grenada Tourism Authority and the Ministry of Tourism, dedicated to protecting and conserving Grenada's resources for the enjoyment of all.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
Tracksuit, water bottle, sneakers. It's time. Let's get ready to join us on the road this year for Quad Bank's annual Pump It Up Family Fun Walk. Tell your family and friends, and let's get moving towards a healthier lifestyle. Carry a coup. Come out in your numbers on Sunday, April 6th from 4 p.m. as we pump it up from Alexis Food Store's car park to the Hillsborough Tennis Court. On Sunday, May 4th, the action is on the mainland. We're hitting the road at 4 p.m. from Monrouge Playing Field to the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Registration ends on May 2nd or while stocks last. So get your packages today. Individual packages cost $20. For groups of 3 or more, packages cost $15 each. Proceeds go towards the Princess Royal Hospital in Carriacou. Visit our website for more details. See you on the road for
Welcome home.
It happens to all of us. Low on cash and in need of money right away. Play Instacash Monday to Sunday and there are no draws.
So what you saying? No numbers to choose from?
Nope.
And no draw sessions to wait on?
Nope.
And we can play it anytime and any day?
Yep. Including Sundays. Instacash. Ask for it by name and choose from a wide variety of games as low as $2 and win instantly. It is fast, it is easy to play, and you win cash right away. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Grenada, get ready for the most anticipated kids event on Saturday, 19th April, Easter Saturday.
They not like us.
It's the Easter Kids Extravaganza.
Easter Kids Extravaganza.
Monrouge Playing Field, 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. Enjoy rides, slides, obstacle courses, rock climb, bouncy castle, go-kart, and much, much more.
Mom, I love this.
Then from 6 p.m. we move stateside for special performances. Come see the mind-blowing illusions and mesmerizing dancers from the overseas acts. Soca performances from Guana, Shekwan, Black Barbie, and Young Man. Admission kids only $5. Adults $10. Parents, guardians, get the kids ready. Easter Saturday, Monrouge Playing Field. Something no kid wanna miss. It's the Easter Kids Extravaganza.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
How am I supposed to finish cooking like this? I wonder if climate change is behind all these water shortages. Time to think about the future. It's really time to invest in a proper water storage tank, you know. What water tanks you guys have available?
We have 450 gallons for a family of 3, 800 gallons for a family of 5, and 1,000 gallons for a family of 7. Purchasing any of these tanks will ensure that you have enough water stored.
Don't be like me and wait until you're out of water. Be smart. Be prepared. Invest in a proper water storage tank today.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
investing, or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
We're back at Television Center. As the Easter season progresses, many Grenadians are looking forward to cherished traditions like attending church services, flying kites, and spending time with family. Amid the festivities, the Grenada Coast Guard is reminding citizens to be vigilant on beaches. Officer attached to the Grenada Coast Guard, 582 Tony Tommy, said one way of ensuring safety is planning.
One of the things that you could do to keep yourself safe, it all is planning. Yeah. So if you decide you're going to the beach this weekend, you plan from home. Yeah. So you plan, well, I'll go to the beach. You need people to supervise your children or supervise them at all times. If you have kids or so on, you designate people to look at them at all times, because we could say that we're going to be safe, but our children they have a mind for themselves. So true. So where we would say, all right, I ain't going deep into the water. Your child might think otherwise. Yeah. You might not always be looking at your child, but you could also have somebody designated to look at that child. All right. So all that comes in planning.
With many expected to flock the beaches and coastal areas, the officer shared practical tips for beachgoers to have a safe experience.
The things that you should look at is the condition of the sea before you enter. So if the waves tend to be rough and you're not a very good swimmer, I would advise that you do not go into the water. All right. However, if the sea seems calm, you go swimming. Try to swim in a parallel to the shore. If you intend to consume alcohol, we would advise that you do not go swimming. Yeah. Because it could impair your judgment, impair your ability to swim. Well, you could always have a friend designated to look after a friend. So if it's a group of 4 or 5 persons, you could have one person always looking out for this person and that person, so we could all end up safe.
The Grenada Coast Guard is encouraging the public to stay alert, follow safety guidelines, and look out for each other as the nation celebrates the Easter holidays. All right, so with many families planning to enjoy traditional kite flying, the Grenada Airports Authority is reminding the public of the significant safety risk that kite flying presents to aircraft operation and navigation. Kites can be ingested into aircraft engines or become entangled in propellers, leading to potential engine failure and posing serious hazards to passengers and people on the ground. The authority advises kite flyers to refrain from flying kites within 10 miles of the Maurice Bishop International Airport and the Lauriston Airport in Carriacou. According to airport officials, the most critical phases of a flight are landing and taking off, as these are the moments when pilots ought to be focused on what they are doing. The Grenada Airports Authority said flying kites in the vicinity of airports is strictly prohibited. Areas include Caliste, Frequenté, Fort Judy, St. Paul's, Mount Parnassus, and Mount Moritz, along with their surrounding areas, and the Lauriston Airport in Carriacou. The authority is calling on the public to cooperate and refrain from flying kites in these restricted areas to ensure safe air travel. To reinforce this, the Grenada Airports Authority is working closely with the Royal Grenada Police Force to address any violations of this safety notice. Though Easter is a time when Christians reflect on the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ, it is also a time for families, friends, children, and the wider community to come together, socialize, and continue the tradition of kite flying. In Grenada, kite flying during the Easter weekend, especially on Good Friday, is a popular activity, though it can be seen throughout the month of April. Numerous competitions are usually held to judge the best kite based on craftsmanship, design, and color. GBN visited Pole St. Andrew, where several parents and students were enjoying a day of kite flying. The children shared what they love most about the Easter holidays, including the excitement of flying kites and the creative process involved in making kites.
I like to fly kites on the Easter, and I like to eat food. I like to go in the pasture, fly kites, run around, and have fun until school opens. You know that you must need a tail. If you don't have a tail, the kite can't stay up properly.
I know you must need a tail and the plastic bag to put on the kite when you make it, and then if you don't stay up in the air, that means you don't have enough tail to shot. Flying kites and meeting new people and just having fun around in about in the park.
It's my kite. The fun thing I love about flying kites is that when you just pulls your hand and then you get to see lovely pictures under the kite. Of Easter hunting, I love the fun fact about Easter, seeing everybody flying the kite and having fun and meeting people to associate.
Next in Network News, the first children's book on Get Grenada Swimming launched.
Me a 38 but you man 92. Yeah. You need the number one run, man. That is it. No what? Nice. Yeah. You number one. Yeah, me too.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Classcoat, the number one rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Start, manage, expand. Don't call me small. I'm dreaming big. I'm gonna have it all. ACB, SME, start, manage, expand. They came on all my competition, got the whole bag's attention. ACB, best financial solution. My business has a good reputation. Ready for success? Call us at 444-4919 or visit us at acbonline.com to learn more. ACB, Start, manage, expand your business today.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
$10 on Playway, $20 backup on Pick 3, and cash for each, please. Okay, are you adding Multi-X to your bet? Yes, Multi-X, all of them. Smart. Best value bet. Backup and Multi-X, you cannot go wrong. Don't matter the bet, Multi-X all of the daily games.
With Multi-X added, your winnings can be multiplied 3 times, 5 times, even 7 times. So make it a rule. Add Multi-X to all your Playway, daily Pick 3, and daily cash for bets every day and for every drop, and watch your money grow. Available at stores and online.
You heard it here. Multiply your winnings daily. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Need to install or repair your plumbing? We've got you covered. Whether you're setting up a new washing machine, replacing a leaking faucet, or fixing that pesky dripping pipe, the Plumbing Supply Store is your go-to place in Grenada. We offer a wide range of plumbing products to make both new installations and maintenance a breeze. Our shelves are stocked with top quality products including pressure and waste fittings. And if you've been struggling with blocked drains, have you heard of Melt? This powerful drain-on blocker liquid is a game changer, designed to prevent and clear blockages, making it ideal for hairdressers dealing with clogged wash sinks. We also carry a wide selection of repair kits and replacement parts to bring new life to old plumbing fixtures. Visit us today on the Woodlands Main Road or call 444-1377 for expert advice, top-notch products, and a warm welcome. At the Supply Store, we do everything plumbing.
Served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wiring accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grand Anne, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
How do you choose your toilet paper? Just because it's soft and light. That's how I choose my toilet paper. Made right here in the Isle of Spice. Cherish Springs off Harbor Bay. Super value every day. The price is right and locally they're made. Support local when you purchase Cherish and other quality brands from Grenada Paper Products.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
The first children's book on Get Grenada Swimming has been launched. More details in this report.
Valerie Andrew, the author, was a guest on GBN's Good Morning Grenada program on Thursday.
I decided to create a book about the Get Grenada Swimming initiative. I've been with Ms. Deb for about 4 or 5 years doing either coaching or running a site at the Grenada Swimming Week, and I just felt like it was a great initiative to teach persons to swim for free, and I thought this would be a great way to get persons to understand what happens at the week.
Andrew says she intends to share her knowledge throughout the school system, adding that she desires to see the program extended beyond Grenada's borders. She believes having water safety skills is important, not just for swimming competitively, but also a life skill every person should have.
We say children's book, but it's really for adults as well. It's a full storyline, in the book. And I named her Winnie just because I felt like she was conquering her fear, so she's winning. And in my dedication, I actually speak briefly about my late niece. So the image of Winnie kind of represents her, and she was fearless in the water. So it has a lot of sentimental meaning to me. And within the book, there are 5 coaches, including Miss Deb, who have helped to shape me along my coaching journey, and so I felt like this was my tribute to them.
Deb Eastwood is the director of Get Grenada Swimming, a program she started over 11 years ago. Eastwood said the program has grown over the years, and she explained how a person can get started.
Very excited about what Val has done. One of the things that she maybe briefly mentioned, but I think it's huge, is this book talks about people's fears. And I'm glad she said it was for all ages, because it isn't just children that are afraid. Adults are afraid, and we love having the adults come out. And so she does. Winnie is afraid and a little bit fearsome or fearful, and the book shows the instructor just taking, explaining the steps and what we'll do. And I just think that she's done an amazing job, and we are so grateful for this book that's coming out.
Eastwood said over 10,000 Grenadians have learned to swim during the 11-year history of the program. Tony Julian, GBN News.
We invite you to stay with us. We'll be back to report the sports news.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
This is the big one, because on Saturday, May 3rd from 6 p.m. get set for the biggest event for 2025, the massive Cars and Cash Mega Bingo at the National Stadium. You can win 3 mint-condition cars, a Suzuki Ignis, a Suzuki Swift Sports, and a Honda Vezel Plus. But wait, that's not all. You can also win $35,000 in cash.
Whoa, is this real?
Yes, it is. 3 cars plus $35,000 in cash. Tickets are $60 for 1 or $100 for 2. This will definitely be the event for 2025. Don't miss the massive Cars and Cash Mega Bingo. Saturday, May 3rd at the National Stadium. Brought to you by Carib. It's the way we play.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot-type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gov.gh Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up several notches. But the choice is yours. Join online or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Good evening, sporting fans. Grenada's Carifta swim team remains hopeful that they will get into Trinidad sooner than later. This after spending more than 10 hours awaiting their flight to Trinidad after it was delayed earlier in the day. There they are. The 12-member team will be participating in the 38th Carifta Aquatic Championships in Trinidad from April 17 to 23. The team comprises locally based swimmers Caleb Williams, Patrick Dowden, Jacob Collymore, Ethan Chufuk, Giselle Francis, and Ethan Gunpot.
My expectations are to at least place in all my races and to get personal best in all my events. It's been hard to train because I am also in grade 6 doing CPA and the balancing is actually a lot, but I've managed to handle it pretty well. So preparations have been good and I know that I've been training hard for this moment to represent my country in Carifta Games.
I'm very honored and I put in a lot of work to be able to do it, so I'm honored that I'm able to actually execute. For preparing, we've had a harsher training set from December, and I honestly believe that we're gonna get some good results this year, and I'm excited to see the outcome.
The squad also includes Oliver, a second-generation swimmer following in the footsteps of Corey, Kerry, and Mika Oliver.
When having to wake up in the morning to go to swimming, like your body gets accustomed to waking up early and then you have to go to school right after. So you have to find the balance for school and swimming, or else if you're too focused on swimming, school will fall off, and if you're too focused on school, then swimming will fall off. So balancing it, having good grades and a good performance in swimming is very important for an athlete.
Personal expectations for Trinidad?
Finals. I want to make some finals and hopefully a medal or two.
Hopefully a medal or two.
The team also comprises Kristen Gresham and Angelina Glennis Jackson-Bain.
I feel very, very honored, very excited and nervous too. Swimming has always been my thing ever since I was little. I always had a passion for swimming and I always been good at swimming. It's very nerve-wracking, it's very nervous, it's very scary sometimes knowing who's your competition, but that's okay. Yes, it is. To break my PBs, meet new people.
The team will be accompanied by Coach Damique Walters, Ruth Collymore as team manager, as well as Nigel Gresham and Neil Francis as chaperones.
I would say that it don't only start with me, but it starts with the other coaches as well, even some of the parents, helping them develop coping mechanism skills, counting, different skills that they would use that would transit into the swimming. But on the deck, I am there to support them, both after and during swimming. I will give them cues to use. We will sit down and set out plans for the race, and based on how they execute those, then the nervousness would kind of disappear sometimes.
Is it the same strategy for the first timers?
No, it's quite different. It's quite different. Some of the seasoned veterans, you don't have to tell them much, you know. Some of the younger ones, you will have to walk them through races. Sometimes you might have to even walk them to the call room. So it's completely different from a seasoned veteran to a new beginner.
The two other swimmers, Sarah Dowden and Tilly Colomore, who are based in the U.S. and England respectively, will join their counterparts in Trinidad. The opening ceremony for the Aquatic Championships will be on Friday, April 18, with the swimming competition set for Saturday until April 22. We can tell you too, the open water competition will be on April 23. A new pool for the Grenada Amateur Swimming Association could soon be a reality. That's according to Sports Minister Delma Thomas. She made the announcement on the heels of the 2025 Carifta Games in Trinidad this weekend.
So I know you overheard me saying to PS that we hope by the time the team comes back, we are ready to sign the agreement. So there's already a completed agreement that is presently with Panama Sports for review, and then it's going to come to government. So hopefully we are looking at let's say early June, hopefully that we are able to sign the agreement and break ground. The fact is that we have the pool already secured in terms of all the funding from the different organizations. These are already secured. Government aspect is also secured. So once the MOU is completed and we do the sort turning, right away we'll be going into the project. So very soon we look forward with anticipation. I know that the swimmers are waiting years on this new pool. I want to give them our government's commitment that we will build that brand new pool.
Meanwhile, the Carifta track and field team left early this morning for Trinidad. Grenada has selected a 37-member track and field team to participate in the Carifta Games. The team is the island's largest in the history of the regional games. The team was officially presented with their kit during a ceremony yesterday at the Karani James Athletic Stadium. The team includes the likes of Ethan Sam, Kyle Ned, Ariana James, Christoph Calise, Delron John, Tyreek Thomas, Shantae Augustine, Emilio Brown, Ian George, and Jewel Clement. 32 of the 37 members of the team are home-based. The other 5 are foreign-based. 4 will join the contingent from Jamaica and 1 from Xavier High School in the United States. Grenada's full contingent comprises 43 individuals. West Indies women secured a vital 3-wicket win over Bangladesh on Thursday in Lahore to keep their fading hopes of qualifying for the 2025 ICC Women's Cricket World Cup alive. Set a target of 228, the Caribbean side reached 228 for 7 in 46 overs thanks to a composed, unbeaten 51 from Chanel Henry and a player of the match performance by Aliyah Aline, who not only took 4 for 39 but also chipped in with 11 valuable runs near the end of the chase. The victory was West Indies' second of the qualifying tournament, having previously edged Ireland by 6 runs. However, earlier losses to Scotland and Pakistan mean their qualification prospects remain slim heading into the final round of matches. Bangladesh had earlier posted 227 for 9, built around a 94-run partnership between Sharmin Akhtar, 67 off 79, and Fagana Hogue, 42 off 78. Despite the win, West Indies remain on shaky ground in the standings and will likely need to win their final group match convincingly and hope other results go their way to advance to the World Cup proper. Talk about that one. That's the sports news for now. A local supermarket chain in Barbados has signed a memorandum of understanding with the Ministry of Agriculture in neighboring St. Vincent and the Grenadines, aimed at increasing imports and promoting regional trade. A release from the St. Vincent's Ministry of Agriculture said through the MOU, Channel and Trimart supermarkets will establish a relationship with consolidators in that country to provide greater opportunities for farmers and fishers to export to Barbados. There'll be a meeting with Vincentian farmers to develop a basket of goods to export to Barbados.
Where we import goods out of the U.S. market, those goods and those vegetables are basically sometimes, 3-4 weeks old. They're refrigerated and then they come into Barbados, and not only that, they're not really allowed to be vine ripened because they have to be picked green to sustain the journey. But right here in St. Vincent, we can see farmers taking the product straight out the field, straight down to the processing plant, put them on a boat, and 3-4 hours, it's in Barbados. We have a better product, free of pesticides, and we are creating and keeping foreign exchange at home and creating jobs, employment for a whole Caribbean.
All of this is coming against the backdrop of the new tariff regime in the United States of America, where we have to ensure that as an OECS region, as a CARICOM region, that we produce more food within the OECS and within CARICOM.
Further afield, a U.S. judge has ruled that there is probable cause to find the Trump administration in contempt of court after it violated an order against deporting migrants under an obscure wartime law. Judge James Boasberg said the government had shown willful disregard of his order to halt the departure of deportation flights carried more than 200 people to El Salvador last month. In a statement, the White House said it would contest the decision. Judge Boasberg's decision to begin contempt proceedings escalates a clash between the White House and the judiciary over President Trump's powers.
4 weeks ago, President Trump's anti-immigration drive took a new turn. More than 200 people, many of them alleged to be gang members, were loaded onto flights and deported to a maximum security jail in El Salvador. But with the flights already in the air, a dramatic courtroom hearing was unfolding below. Shortly after they took off from Texas, a senior U.S. judge ordered that they be immediately turned around, citing the fact that those on board had been given no opportunity to challenge their removal. Now, the judge, James Boasberg, has issued a stinging rebuke. The government's actions on that day demonstrate a willful disregard for the court's order, he wrote in his latest ruling, concluding that probable cause exists to find the government in criminal contempt.
Closer relations.
Last month, President Trump, already angered by the attempts to stop the flights, called for the judge to be dismissed.
But many people have called for his impeachment, the impeachment of this judge. I don't know who the judge is, but he's radical left. He was Obama appointed.
We just turned the murder capital of the world to the safest country.
And earlier this week, he welcomed El Salvador's president to the White House, the two men openly celebrating their deportation agreement.
Well, they'd love to have a criminal, released until...
I mean, there's a fascination.
They would love it.
The judge's ruling, though, cited this tweet from Nayib Bukele. Oopsie, too late, he wrote shortly after the planes took off.
The foreign policy of the United States has conducted...
The retweeting of that post by the U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio showed, the judge said, not only willful, but gleeful defiance of his order to turn the planes back. A finding of criminal contempt against the U.S. government would be rare. But those deported appear to have disappeared into a legal black hole with little public evidence offered for their gang member status. The judge has given Justice Department officials a week to rectify their actions or, he said, face prosecution.
A reminder of the headlines right after this. reminder of the headlines: 27 cases completed with the closing of the January 2025 assizes. Health officials closely monitor the resurgence of measles in the United States. Grenada Coast Guard provides safety tips for the Easter weekend. Also in the news regionally, Memorandum of Understanding to boost regional trade. Internationally, White House ordered to halt mass deportations. Plus in the sports news, MOU for new pool soon to be signed. While Grenada to participate in Carifta Games 2025, track team already departed. Swimmers set to travel at 9:30 tonight. That's all from us in the newsroom. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. Thank you for choosing the broadcast. Please be safe. Enjoy it all. Good night.